Good evening and welcome to Stoughton High School, where the Stoughton High girls basketball team will be taking on the Sharon High Eagles. Stoughton coming into this game at 9-8, Sharon 2-16. The Black Knights needing just one win in their final 3 games to qualify for the postseason. Let's see if Stoughton can do it tonight. I'm Jeffrey Pickett alongside Tommy Bernotas and Will Eckhart, who is filming. Before tip-off, let's meet Stoughton's starting 5. And Sharon will counter with Allie Brown, Miranda Chang, Caitlin Wallace, Talisha Herbert, and Emma Eberhardt. Emma Eberhardt averaging just over 13 points per game for the Eagles. The Sharon top scorer for Sharon. She was out in the first meeting between these two schools. Stoughton controls the opening tip, and that is Stoughton's leading scorer, Aaliyah Wright, with the ball. Now to Hyacinth, who had a big game against King Philip just last night. Back to Wright. Whalen now across court to Hyacinth. Hyacinth for 3. Bounces in and out. Whalen, though, controls the rebound. Up and in. Val Whalen for 2. Eberhardt with the ball here. Inside to Herbert. Herbert. Shot was altered there. Foul will be called. Jordan Motley called with a foul.
Talisha Herbert will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul number 35, Jordan Motley. That's her first personal foul, first team foul.
Second free throw up, and it's good. Tied at 2. Hyacinth with the ball. Doing a good job at point guard duties for Stoughton. She's just a freshman. Has the ball back again. Long range shot, no good. Tracks down her own rebound. Gets it to Whalen inside. And Val Whalen, 2 more. She has 4 in the early going. Jordan Motley picks off that pass. Gets it to Hyacinth. To Wright, Wright for 3. Count it, Aaliyah Wright giving Stoughton a 7-2 lead. And Tommy, this is a quick start for the Black Knights.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see them the first 2 possessions, they were trying to get the ball to Sydney Hyacinth just because she had that big game last night, scoring 17 points. And here she's got the ball again. They're trying to get her the ball.
17 points, including 5 3-pointers against King Philip in what was Stoughton's 9th victory of the season. You see Jordan Motley right there getting fouled on her way to the basket. And in that game against King Philip, it wasn't just Hyacinth having a big game. Also, Mariah Harris, she had 10 points, which is a season high. So Stoughton getting a lot of contributions up and down its roster at different points this season. Misses both free throws. That's Eberhardt with the ball. And blocked right there by Jordan Motley. Whalen not able to corral the pass underneath the hoop, out of bounds. Come on, dribble down. Hyacinth almost takes it away. Eberhardt to the basket. No good, but she's fouled.
Emma Eberhardt will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul number 13, Lindsay McDonald. That's her first personal foul, second team foul.
both of those free throws are good. Whalen will inbound the pass, or the ball rather. Gets it to Hyacinth, who brings it across the half court. Now to Aaliyah Wright. Into McDonald. McDonald's shot is long, no good. Rebound. Sharon Eberhardt with the ball. This is Allie Brown, who had 4 3-pointers in Stoughton's first game against the Eagles. All in the second half. As Brown got the ball back here. To Chung, back to Brown. Brown for 3, no good. Rebound Herbert, but Hyacinth going to take it away ultimately, gets it to Wright. Now Whalen does a good job tracking that down, saving it from going out of bounds. Aaliyah Wright for 3, and it's good.
Aaliyah Wright for 3.
You got to think after a scoring performance like last night, they're going to be trusting the 3 ball tonight. I mean, it seems that's like what they've been doing. They've already taken up 2 or 3 shots at least.
And a steal right there. Hyacinth for 3.
And she makes it.
Sydney Hyacinth.
For 3.
And timeout on the floor. The Eagles are going to have to regroup here as Stoughton is up 13-4. A complete opposite start from the first game between these two schools. Back on January 16th, Will and I were in Sharon for that contest, and Stoughton was down 8-2 after the first 6 minutes or so of play and had to really climb out of an early hole. Right now, Stoughton is on fire.
Absolutely. I mean, Sydney Hyacinth right there. Sasha still got the hot hand from last night, it seems. Scoring another 3 there for Stoughton, and that seems like Coach Steele Jordan's game plan has got to be putting up the 3s, and I mean, the way they're making them tonight, it seems to be working for them.
And Stoughton knows they win tonight, they're in the tournament. It would be the first tournament appearance for the Black Knights since the 2013-2014 season. So none of these current players have had the taste of the postseason before. And especially for seniors Val Whalen and Jordan Motley, the 2 captains of the squad, you know, you want to be able to get that playoff experience before graduating. And well, they're off to a good start tonight to get that 10th win. Still plenty of ball game left to play though, as Sharon has the ball, and Herbert was fouled there. Believe that foul is going to be on Val Whalen.
Whalen, that's her first personal foul, 3rd team foul.
Herbert to the basket, no good. Rebound Motley. Hyacinth controlling the ball for the Black Knights to Wright. Whalen gets the rebound. Inside to Motley. Whalen picks it back up. No good. I think Stoughton's bench was looking for contact to be called, but refs letting both teams play here. Sharon has the ball now. This is Wallace to Chung. Back to Wallace for 3. No good. Whalen with a rebound. McDonald to Wright. And looks like she's fouled on her way to the hoop.
Aaliyah Wright will go to the line, shooting 2.
We're just halfway through the first quarter. Wright already has 6 points, both on 3-pointers.
Foul number 23, Caitlin Wallace. That's her first personal foul, 2nd team foul.
Misses the second one. Whalen gets the rebound though. Out of bounds will be Stoughton ball. Hyacinth for 3. No good. Eberhardt will track down the rebound. To Brown. To Wallace. Back to Brown. To Wallace. To Chung now. Passing the rock around. Eberhardt now in the corner, working her way inside. And Motley, I guess she got a piece of Eberhardt there. She's called for the foul.
Emma Eberhardt will go to the line here, shooting 2. Foul number 35, Jordan Motley. That's her 2nd personal foul, 4th team foul.
Mrs. Harris, who's just checked into the game, Mariah Harris. Inside to McDonald, rolls around and goes in. Lindsay McDonald for 2. Eberhardt, she's fouled. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy. Sharon scored all 5 of their points from the free throw line tonight.
Absolutely.
Still looking for a basket.
I was going to mention that. I mean, they made their first 5 in a row and then missed the last one. But, I mean, you got to think that Coach Lombardi's got to have them practicing those every day.
Well, it's keeping them somewhat in the game right now as Sharon misses that one, but unable to get a basket in the first 5 minutes of this contest. Stoughton's defense does this sometimes where they just walk down for an extended stretch. Take the last game against Sharon where Stoughton allowed just 2 points in the entire second quarter. So we've seen Stoughton have stretches like this on defense. 16-6 now, Stoughton up 10. Wright thought about 3, she's instead going to pass it to Harris. Inside to Holden, who's checked in. Hannah Holden with a rebound off her own miss. Going to kick it out to Hyacinth for 3. No good. Holden with a rebound. No good. And this is Elisma, number 20, who's checked into the game for Sharon. She's cutting across the screen underneath the basket. Ball taken away from Herbert. She's trying to recover it, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow going towards Sharon.
Eagles will hold on to it.
So the aforementioned Elisma was going to be inbounding it, but now the inbounds pass will go to Bridget McManus, who's checked into the game. Gets it to Herbert. To Elisma. Back to McManus. Inside. Brown now with the ball, kicks it out to Wallace, and shot clock expires.
Yeah, it looks like they just lost track of the clock there. It's a tough way to lose the ball there.
Hyacinth to Wright for 3. No good. Wright's going to track down her own rebound. To Harris, to Hyacinth. Holden tracks down the loose ball, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound. Looks like Wallace for the Eagles. Brown will bring it across the half court for Sharon. Brown to Wallace for 3. And that's Sharon's first bucket of the game.
Wallace for 3.
Harris looking to answer. Shots long. Rebound by Elisma. Out of bounds, Stoughton ball. Off the miss. Number 10, Emma Eberhardt, and number 12, Georgia Cheney checking into the game for the Eagles. Hyacinth for 3. Sydney Hyacinth with her second 3 of the game. 6 points overall so far in the first quarter. Picked off by Holden to Hyacinth, now inside to Wright.
Aaliyah Wright will shoot 2.
And Aaliyah Wright will earn herself a trip to the line, 1 for 2 in our first trip. That 3 from Hyacinth was big there, Tommy. Ending any momentum Sharon was trying to build off of the 3 on its possession.
Absolutely. I mean, they were going on somewhat of a little mini streak there, trying to get themselves back in the game. So that 3 really kind of cuts that momentum and gives Sharon a big lead again.
Both free throws good. Elisma to the basket, no good. Hyacinth tracks down the rebound. She's joined on court by McDonald, Holden, Harris, and Wright. Inside to Holden, loses out of bounds.
Foul number 24, Talisha.
And Talisha Herbert is going to be called for the foul.
Fourth team foul.
So Harris will inbound it. Gets it inside to McDonald. Lindsay McDonald for two. Nice job receiving that pass in traffic and going towards the basket. McDonald has really played well in the second half of the season. Been one of the key players in Stoughton's streak towards the postseason. Shot clock off here. Sharon, we're going to say the ball tipped off of a Stoughton player. 1.2 seconds left.
They're going to have to put up a quick shot here.
Brown's open in the corner for three, and that was long. So at the end of one, your Stoughton High Black Knights girls basketball team leads Sharon 23-9. We'll be back for second quarter coverage. Hi, welcome back here for the start of the second quarter. So Tommy, tell me your takeaways from those first 8 minutes of play.
I mean, it seems like Coach Steele Jordan was definitely telling the players, put up some shots, they're gonna go in, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, they must have shot 5 or 6 threes, and they must have made 5 or 6 threes in that game, and it looks like that's their game plan, and it's been working for them, so I wouldn't be surprised if they stick with it for the rest of the game.
And Wright and Hyacinth with the hot hands from beyond the arc. Hyacinth has the ball to start the quarter. And that's a three-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Sharon. To start the quarter for the Black Knights, Haley Egan's in the game, as is Val Whalen, Mariah Harris, Sydney Hyacinth, and Lindsay McDonald. Eberhardt putting up the shot. Tough defense from McDonald and Whalen. Lindsay McDonald back to Haley Egan, to Hyacinth, to Harris. Plenty of time left on the shot clock. Egan for two, no good. Rebound from Wallace. And taken away, Sydney Hyacinth coming up with a loose ball to Harris and call her for a travel. Egan with some tough defense there. Tips the ball away, and it's picked up by Lindsay McDonald. She gets it to Hyacinth, who will bring it across the half court. Hyacinth to Egan for three. No good. Rebound grab by McDonald. Trying to get it to Whalen, but it's taken away by Allie Brown. Brown to Eberhardt. This is Wallace now, working her way inside the hoop, kicks it back to Eberhardt. No good. Stoughton is just so tough in the paint tonight.
Absolutely. They've been shutting it down in the paint. And they've been scoring in the paint, just like that.
And it's been Val Whalen doing the honors there. She has 6 points, all inside. Eberhardt again. This time she's gonna have to kick it out. Elisma to the basket, breaks through Stoughton's D there. And this is McDonald going to the hoop. Two more for Lindsay McDonald. She has 6 as well. And Stoughton has a 27-11 lead, up by 16, just 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. No good. McDonald with a rebound. To Hyacinth. To Harris. Egan for three here. No good. Rebound is Hyacinth. To Harris for three. No good. Sharon's going to get the rebound. And timeout, Eagles. So both teams will head to the bench here with Stoughton up 16.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're Sharon, you got to just make sure they don't go on another streak, because that's how Stoughton likes to score. They'll score 6 in a row, 8 in a row. I mean, you just can't let them do that at this point, because that's when you're going to make a big lead even bigger.
Absolutely, and you have, just looking at it, Sharon is the lowest scoring offense in the Hockomock League Davenport division. They average only 38.4 points a game, so this isn't a team that's going to have an offensive explosion. So Stoughton already up 16. This is a tough deficit to come back from, but we've seen crazier things in basketball before.
Absolutely. I mean, and Sharon's record, 2-16, really doesn't show how close they have played in some of their games, with a lot of them being decided by 3, 4, 5 points. So, I mean, they're a young team, and they got a lot to grow on. And, I mean, obviously, still early in this one, so they could still come back.
Stoughton breaking its huddle first. Harris, Egan, Whalen, Motley, and Wright on the court for the Black Knights. Wallace will inbound the ball to Brown. Glass now. Back to Wallace. To Glass, and Egan again tips it away. Good defense by Haley Egan. Puts up the shot, no good. Good looks there, but just doesn't have the same shooting touch she had on her birthday at Sharon, where she scored 14 points. Eberhardt trying to go to the basket, chucks it up there, and it goes in. This is Harris now bringing it across the half court, as Hyacinth takes a seat on the bench, getting a breather for the Black Knights. Harris for 3. No good. Rebound by Elisma. And cannot get through Whalen and Motley right there. Wallace running into a brick wall.
Absolutely. They got some tough defenders right there.
They're going to say the ball went off of a Stoughton defender, so the Eagles will maintain possession. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Just halfway through the second quarter. Saves the ball going out of bounds. That was Wallace. Brown back to Wallace now. Holden, who's checked into the game for Val Whalen, doing a good job on defense right there, as Mariah Harris picks up the ball for Stoughton. Now to Aaliyah Wright. To Egan for 3. There we go. 3 points for Haley Egan. And Stoughton continues to build its lead. 30-13. Chung now. Egan, great defense in the corner right here. Harris with the steal. To the basket for 2. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Hyacinth coming into the game for Harris. Brown to Herbert. Herbert for the long-range shot. Hyacinth with the ball now for Stoughton. To Egan. Hyacinth in the corner. Inside to Motley, now back out to Wright. To Hyacinth. Back to Wright. Going inside, and Aaliyah Wright can score from in the paint as well. She's 11 so far. A game high 11 points. Hyacinth almost took it away, ends it back up in Herbert's hand, now to Wallace, who's trying to cut inside. No good. Sharon ends up tracking down the rebound. Chung with the ball to Herbert, back out to Brown, to Glass. 20 seconds left on the shot clock, plenty of time. Brown
Stoughton's just playing some really intense defense here, not letting them get anything.
And right on cue, Stoughton tips it away as the Black Knights get the ball back. Hyacinth for 3, that shot is short. Out of bounds will be Sharon ball. Brown with the ball for the Eagles. Hyacinth tips the ball away, but to Eberhardt. That three-pointer is no good. Motley fighting for the rebound and gets it. Wright has the ball for Stoughton now across the half court. To Egan for 3. No. Rebound Motley. Motley gets the putback there. Under a minute to go now in the first half. Chung, shot is wide left. Out of bounds will be Stoughton ball. Hyacinth with the ball now for Stoughton. To Egan. To Wright. That ball's tipped away and that's Chung. To the basket, no good, but she's fouled. Not much room on the baselines on either side of the court for Stoughton, so you can often run right into the padded wall right there.
Yeah, on a fast break like that, I mean, you're just trying to get to the basket first, and it happened right there.
First free throw is good.
Right, that's her first personal foul, 6th team foul.
One of the smallest gyms in the Hockomock League. It sure has its charm, but Stoughton will be getting a new school in a couple years, so a much bigger gym on the way for the Black Knights. Shot clock will be off. We'll see what Stoughton does here. They hold for a final shot. Gonna lose the ball. I think it's gonna go out of bounds on Sharon though. So it should be Stoughton ball with 12.7 seconds left. Egan will inbound it. To Hyacinth, to Wright. 10 seconds left now. Wright puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Sharon, pushes it up to Eberhardt. Back to Chung. And I believe she drew some contact there.
All right, the Chung will go to the line, shooting 2.
So, I mean, if not for all these trips to the foul line, I mean, Sharon would be completely out of this game.
It could be, absolutely. I mean, luckily they've been coached up on their free throws, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are, and they're making most of them too. I mean, this is a result of Stoughton playing such an aggressive defense that you're gonna be called for fouls. I mean, so far no players in foul trouble right now, but something to keep an eye on in the second half.
Absolutely.
That 3 was, I'm not sure that should count. Aaliyah Wright right there for 3, but the clock never started. So I don't think that should count. We'll see what ends up happening
it looked like
here.
the clock was a little frozen there, so.
The clock stayed on 2.6 for a very long time. It was a great shot from Aaliyah Wright, but not going to count. So at the half, Stoughton is going to take a 34-19 lead. Black Knights up by 15. We'll be back with third and fourth quarter coverage. So stay tuned here on Stoughton Media Access. Welcome back to second half coverage of the Stoughton High girls basketball game. The Black Knights lead the Eagles 34-19. I'm Jeffrey Pickett alongside Tommy Bernotis and Will Eckhart, who's filming tonight, as we're underway in the third quarter. Sharon will start with the ball, looking to chip away at what is a 15-point deficit for Sharon. Shot up by Wallace, no good. Hyacinth's gonna track down the rebound. Hyacinth is one of 3 Black Knights in the first half to score 6 points. And it was
Out of bounds.
Sydney Hyacinth, Lindsay McDonald, Val Whalen all scoring 6 points apiece. Aaliyah Wright leading all scorers with 11 in the first half. So a balanced scoring attack for the Black Knights. Doing it from inside, doing it from outside. As Stoughton, if they win this game, will qualify for the postseason for the first time since the 2013-2014 campaign.
7 seconds.
That's Wallace, no good. Eberhardt with the rebound. Brown to Wallace, now to Chung. So what'd you see first half, Tommy?
Well, in that first half we saw, I mean, it seemed like Stoughton was out rebounding, but then we're seeing this possession. I think Sharon's probably has 2 or 3 rebounds on this possession alone.
They finally get a 3 right there from Wallace.
Stoughton really, I mean, they were putting up shots, and even the shot that they made, they were getting those offensive rebounds, getting those second chance points, and that's what got them this big lead.
And Chung with the steal going to the basket, turns around and gets it 2 right there. It's 5 quick points for the Eagles, and suddenly it's just a 10-point lead for Stoughton. Let's see how the Black Knights respond on this possession. Hyacinth loses the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. I think that went out of bounds on Eberhardt.
That was a tough one. Tough one to call. Ref had a bad angle on that one. But
We were right above it. Don't have the benefit of replay though, but Sharon nonetheless will end up getting the ball. The refs in live action don't have benefit of replay at this level either. So Eagles ball, and Sharon will get a chance to cut it to single digits, and they do right there. 7-point game as Caitlin Wallace drains a 3-pointer, 34-27. Sharon on an 8-0 run. McDonald, though, cutting to the basket, doesn't get that to go, as that's a rebound by Wallace. If Sharon makes a bucket here, look for a timeout from Coach Steele Jordan, as the Eagles are off to a roaring start here in the third quarter. As Elisma to the basket, no good. She's going to track down her rebound, kicks it out to Brown, and Brown for 3. Wow.
Allison Brown for 3.
34-30, 11-0 run here. No timeout. There was a brief stoppage in play.
I'd like to know what Coach Lombardi's halftime speech was like. Coming out and scoring 11 points straight, that's just, especially against this defense, that's impressive.
Absolutely. Considering what Stoughton was able to do, shutting down Sharon, most of Sharon's points coming from the free throw line in the first half, I should say. And Sharon is able to force some low percentage shots from the Black Knights. They're missing on the offensive end, and Sharon's making everything right now. Just a 4-point game. Brown to Elisma, back to Brown.
We're seeing that very aggressive defense by Stoughton again.
This is where a nice 3, a momentum-changing 3 would come in handy. Wright thought about it. Hyacinth will take it instead. She makes it.
There it
I
is.
think that's a 2, though. Foot was on the line, but Sydney Hyacinth with a nice long-range shot. She is 8 so far in this game. 6-point lead now for Stoughton, breaking the 11-0 run for Sharon. And that's taken away by Hyacinth, and I think she's fouled.
Foul number 23.
That's number 23, Caitlin Wallace, committing the foul.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
Hyacinth to McDonald, to Wright, excuse me. No good. McDonald with the rebound. Gets it back out to Hyacinth, to Whalen. Whalen to McDonald. Long range 2, no good. Whalen's going to try to grab the rebound, but she'll be called for the over the back.
Foul number 14, Val Whalen. That's her third personal foul.
Whalen's third foul.
Team foul.
Again, something to keep an eye on. Eberhardt inbounding it. Gets the ball back. Not quite a full press here, but Stoughton aggressive in the backcourt here. And Eberhardt's able to draw a foul going up against Aaliyah Wright.
That's her third personal foul.
That's also Wright's third personal. Brown to Wallace, back to Brown. To Wallace for 3. No good, clinks off the rim. Motley with the rebound. Gets it to Hyacinth. To Harris. Spots up for 2, no good. Rebound grabbed by Allie Brown. Pushes it up to Eberhardt. To Brown. To Wallace. And Hyacinth does a good job almost coming away with a steal. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Stoughton ball. I think that went off of Allie Brown's shoe as it
Looked like she thought it went off of Hyacinth, but I mean, I think the ref made the right call there.
Harris to the long range 2, and Mariah Harris drains it. It's 38-30. Sharon looking to see if it can reclaim the hot hand it had at the start of this half. Not this time though. McDonald gets the loose ball. Hyacinth with it now. Harris to Hyacinth. To McDonald, working her way inside. No good, rebound by Wallace. Again, running into another Stoughton wall on defense. Hyacinth with the ball. To Harris for 2, no good. Tracked down by Hyacinth. That shot was no good. Harris trying for the steal right there. Gonna tip the ball out of bounds. It will stay Eagles' possession. Brown has the ball to Wallace. Cross court to Chung. To Brown at the top of the key. No good. Elisma, though, grabs the rebound, tries to put it back up, but Val Whalen with a pretty good block right there, swatting it out of bounds. And Val Whalen fighting for that rebound. She's such a tenacious defender.
Absolutely. When she wants that rebound, she'll get it.
Third personal foul, second team foul.
And on top of that, Whalen draws a foul right there. So that was Wallace who fouled Whalen as Whalen was grabbing the rebound. McDonald to Harris here. Back to McDonald. She's going to work her way towards the basket, takes the shot, and makes it. Lindsay McDonald now with 8 points. And more importantly, Stoughton's back up by double digits, 40-30.
Yeah, we started this quarter with an 11-0 run, and now Stoughton's on a little 6-0 run right now. So see if they can keep it up.
Looking to add to it here. Not how they drew it up, but Hyacinth gets the ball back. And it looks like Eberhardt fouled Harris right there.
Foul number 10, Emma Eberhardt. That's her first personal foul, third team foul.
Up to you guys, come on.
Harris to Hyacinth, inside to Motley, turns around, puts up the 2, and gets it. I think Stoughton has weathered this storm. They're up by 12, ball out of bounds.
Absolutely, they responded. They responded to an 11-point lead quite well. Or 11-point streak, I should say.
And they're going to be called for infraction there. So turnover for the Black Knights. There'll be Sharon ball. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Chung to Brown. Tracks it down in the backcourt. Almost stolen by Harris. Going to be called for the foul.
3, Mariah Harris. That's her first personal foul, third team foul.
Let's get it back, Mike. Seconds.
8 seconds left now in the half. Whalen with the rebound. She'll have to put up a shot. And at the end of the third quarter, Stoughton 42, Sharon 30. The Black Knights, after allowing an 11-0 run to start the quarter, respond with an 8-0 run to close things out, and they're back in control of this game, Tommy.
Absolutely. I mean, that type of quarter, it's quite even. I mean, only a 3-point difference in teams, 11-8. But that really changed a lot of momentum. I mean, one team goes on a streak, then the other one just comes right back, just goes on basically the same score. So,
yeah, that's got to be a backbreaker for Sharon. I mean, don't want to write them off. We've seen that they can put a run together, but to have that momentum and then to have Stoughton without the benefit of the timeout, I have to call myself out. I was saying that, perhaps they should take a timeout here to reset, and Coach Steele Jordan trusting her players on the court to get things done, and they did, and they responded, and they're back in control. So Stoughton will start the fourth quarter here with the ball. Lindsay McDonald will inbound it. Sydney Hyacinth on the court, as is Aaliyah Wright, as is Jordan Motley, and Val Whalen. So starting 5 on the court for the Black Knights to start this fourth quarter. Hyacinth, no good. McDonald unable to fight for the rebound. Wallace gets it instead for the Eagles. And there's a 3 right there by Caitlin Wallace.
3.
Sharon back within single digits. No good. Rebound. It's going to stay Stoughton ball as it went out of bounds on a Sharon player. Motley to McDonald. Aaron pass going to go out of bounds. It'll be Sharon ball.
Sharon, you're in this. Let's go. Gotta work. 9 points, nothing.
All right, this is McManus inbounding it to Eberhardt. To Glass now. Back to McManus. Puts up a 3, that's well short. Stoughton with the rebound. Leah Wright going to the basket. She can be called for the charge, though.
that's a good call right there. I mean, Sharon player was able to get her feet planted and able to take that charge. That's a good play.
Taken away right there by Wright. To the basket, no good. Eberhardt with the rebound. That's twice tonight. We've seen nice steals for Stoughton, but not able to follow up on the offensive end. That 3 is no good. Wright with the rebound. To Hyacinth. To Wright. Back to Hyacinth. In the corner. She makes it. Sydney Hyacinth for 2. Stoughton back up double digits. It's 44-33, 6:15 left in the fourth quarter. Eberhardt kicks it out. Now back to Brown. Gonna try for three. No good. McDonald with the rebound. To Wright. Working her way inside. No good. Motley with the rebound. Put back no good. Whalen will give it a shot now. No good. And Motley's able to track it down. Great job rebounding.
3 offensive rebounds in the span of probably 10 seconds there.
And they couldn't get a fourth, as that was Sharon, who's pushing it now with Brown going to the basket. Hyacinth doing a good job, though, knocking the ball away.
Absolutely.
Rebound, Val Whalen gets it to Hyacinth. She'll bring it across the half court. To Wright, inside to Whalen, gonna lose it off top of her shoe. Out of bounds, it'll be Eagles ball. Wallace is gonna inbound it to Brown. Loosely guarded by Hyacinth. Sharon finally able to get the ball across the half court as Hyacinth was kind of switching back and forth between the two ball handlers for the Eagles. This is McManus. She's going to lose the ball underneath the basket. Whalen picks it up, pushes it up to Hyacinth. Inside to Motley, turns around, heads towards the basket, puts up the shot, no good. And it will be
Foul number 14.
Val Whalen, fourth foul. 4:45 left to play. Sharon will inbound it here. And Eberhardt lost her footing there, slips. Turnover on the Eagles, it'll be Stoughton ball.
And even with Val Whalen having 4 fouls right now, I mean, if it wasn't an 11-point game, I'd say you'd have to be worried about that. But I think Coach Steele Jordan's got a comfortable lead in her hands, so I don't think she has to worry about it too much.
This is Wright. No good. Eberhardt now. Slowing things down a bit for the Eagles. Gets it to Wallace. Back to Eberhardt. To Wallace for 3. That's long. And Val Whalen will pick up the rebound. Lindsay McDonald. So we have a timeout on the court right now as it's exactly the midpoint in the fourth quarter. Stoughton up 44-33. What do the Black Knights need to do down the stretch, Tommy, to close this thing out and hold on for the win?
I mean, like they've been doing all game, they've been doing a lot of heavy rebounding, a lot of intense, aggressive defense. And I mean, if they keep it up the last 4 minutes of the game, I think this lead should stay about the same.
It's been a low-scoring fourth quarter as the Black Knights have had 2 points and the Eagles countering with 3. So we'll see if down the stretch, if the defense really tightens up or continues to play well, or if sort of as maybe fatigue sets in, the offense is able to get some buckets. So the Black Knights, with their starting 5 back out on the court after the timeout. Elisma for 2, no good, that was long. Whalen with the rebound. Number of times I've said that this season, I've lost count. And that was Aaliyah Wright to the basket for 2. Now it's tipped away by Whalen, but Sharon's able to get it back. Good save right there from the Eagles. But not able to save that is Jordan Motley with the steal. Ball's going back into the backcourt. Some sloppy play right now as Elisma looking to slow things down. Wallace gets it to Eberhardt, no good. Out of bounds, it will still be Sharon ball. And Wright's going to steal it, going towards the basket. 4-2, and she's fouled.
Count it. Leah will go to the line here, shooting 1.
She's 3 for 4 tonight from the free throw line.
Foul number 12, Georgia Cheney. That's her first personal foul, 4th team foul.
And suddenly Stoughton's up 15. And she sinks that. That's 16 points tonight for Aaliyah Wright.
Go, go, go.
No good. Aaliyah Wright to Hyacinth, to McDonald, to Hyacinth, to Motley now, who will charge inside.
Jordan
And
Motley will go to the line.
Motley's going to draw a foul there. She'll go to the line. 0 for 2 her first trip.
Foul
Misses
number
that.
20 of Evangeline Elisma. That's her second personal foul, 5th team foul.
Whalen's going to be
Foul number 14, Val Whalen. That's her 5th
So-
personal foul.
Whalen's going to foul out
Team foul.
tonight, right there with 2:22 left. But Val Whalen, 6 points and a number of rebounds, really doing a great job underneath the basket, as she always does for Stoughton. And luckily for the Black Knights, when you have your best player foul out, it's nice to have a 16-point lead.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really not going to do too much. Obviously, I'm sure she still wants to be out there, but it's really, I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of this game too much.
Emma Eberhardt will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul number 13, Lindsay McDonald. That's her second personal foul, 7th team foul.
Rebound, Motley to Wright. 2 minutes left now in the quarter. Wright still has it, gets it to Hyacinth, to Harris, spots up for 2. Mariah Harris gets the bucket there, 4 points tonight. Chung to Brown. She hits the 3 right there. That was Miranda Chung. 51-37, Stoughton up 14. Harris inside to McDonald for 2. That's 10 points for Lindsay McDonald. And Harris with the steal. And there's the bucket. Mariah Harris. That's a signature move. Go watch the Canton game and see her do that twice in the first half. She did it once tonight, but wasn't able to finish on the offensive end. She does it right there. McDonald with the rebound off the miss. Hyacinth inside to Molly, gonna lose it. Picked up by Elisma, shot clock off now. Shot no good. And we're under 10 seconds here as Hyacinth will dribble out the ball, as Stoughton will come away with a 55-37 victory. And with it, the Black Knights are going back to the postseason. Stoughton has punched its playoff ticket. Stoughton started this season 1-7, but in its last 10 games, the Black Knights have gone 9-1, have made a push for the playoffs, and Stoughton has qualified for the first time since 2013, 2014. An impressive night all around for the Black Knights. What did you see out there, Tommy?
I mean, obviously both teams played really hard. I mean, we saw Sharon have some bursts of points, and I mean, they almost made a good comeback. But overall, I mean, Stoughton, you know, they wanted this. They wanted to make the playoffs. They didn't want to have to worry about the last 2 games this season. And I mean, they just played real hard, and obviously it paid off for them.
That it did, and congratulations to the Black Knights for qualifying for the playoffs. And leading the team tonight, Aaliyah Wright, 16 points. Lindsay McDonald with 10. Sydney Hyacinth with 10. Val Whalen with 6 points. Mariah Harris with 6 points. Jordan Motley with 4. And Haley Egan with 3. So once again, Stoughton coming away with a 55-37 win. They sweep the season series with the Sharon Eagles. And more importantly, we have playoff basketball in Stoughton for the first time in 4 years. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Jeffrey Pickett. I was joined by Tommy Bernotas, and thank you, Will Eckhart, who filmed tonight. We'll see you next time on Stoughton Media Access.